This right here is the Renault Kwid, a very tiny car here in Brazil and the cheapest car we have here in Brazil. And it's not a good car at all. Imagining that you take a very tiny hatchback and lift it up so it can maybe call it an SUV, because here in Brazil it stands for an SUV, the high clearance. This car gets it. So if you wanna call an SUV technically, very technically, you can, but it's not an SUV, and it's the cheapest car here in Brazil. In today's video, I'm gonna show you all about it, and we're gonna take it for a spin to see what it's all about it. And there's no better place to start talking about the Kwid thing here, the front end, or like we cool kids say here in Brazil, the fronteira. I think it's a beautiful fronteira indeed. Reminds me a lot of the Renault Captur. Do you know this car? Yeah, reminds me. Here we have only DRL in LED, the rest is just a yellow light, simple as that, just as the engine. And when you open up here, have access to the heart of the beast, a very tiny heart indeed. We have cloth, but we don't have gas pistols, just a stick. It's a 1 liter, 3-cylinder engine. No turbo, no hybrid, no nothing. Gives you 68 horsepower on petrol or 71 on ethanol. We have ethanol here in Brazil. This car runs on both ethanol or gasoline, so it is great. We have 100 Newton meters of torque at 4,250 RPM, so it's very high. It has a manual stick with 5 gears, weighs 825 kilos, which it's very lightweight, which is great, you know, and goes nothing to 60 in 14 seconds. I mean, I don't think so. I think it takes way more than that. We're gonna do the test to see what it's all about it. And finally, we are here in the back of the Renault Kwid. We Brazilians, well, we love bigger back. You know what I'm saying? This trim level, the outsider, gives you some just for looks, you know. Proof of that is the ceiling rack here. We have a warning label here, do not put weight there. I mean, that's funny, you know, that's funny. We have a lot of space in the trunk for the size of the car indeed. That's 209 liters. I mean, for this size of car, that's not bad at all, you know. Too bad here where you gonna take out your bag is not protected, you know, so maybe along the time this will get scratched, which is not great at all. If you need more space, you're gonna fold down the seats and goes to 1,035 liters. It's fantastic, you know, ground clearance of 18.5 centimeters. If you're gonna see the spare, you have a spare the same size as these wheels here, and it's a hubcap. It's not a alloy wheel. Yeah, it fooled me too. Just 3 screws, and I'm the 4th screw in. Yeah, no disc brakes too, no independent suspension, no nothing. So we are finally inside the Kwid. Outsider, we are inside. Oh, that's an awful joke, I know. Have all the headrests, that's difficult to say. Headrests and 3-way seat belt for all the occupants here. We have the child support anchor here, which is easy to put on, but the door doesn't open all the way, so it's a tiny car, so it's kind of difficult to do that. We have the side airbags and the front airbags. We don't have the curtain airbags. It's a low-cost car. Speaking of that, this car costs, this version, that's the top trim level, 16,000 USDs. And you're gonna say, oh, that's a very cheap car. Not for us here in Brazil, because we don't earn in dollar. Here, if you work like winning a minimum wage, this car costs around 56 months of work. So yeah, it's expensive for us. Believe it or not, this tiny car costs this amount. If you are provoked by that, if you are outrageous by that, slap the like button now and help me out here, okay? This car on petrol does 14 in the city and 15.5 in the highway. I'm talking about kilometers per liter, of course. We don't have electronic windows in the back, just in the front, and everything is on cheap plastic. I mean, it's so cheap that I refuse to say plastic, you know. This is it. We have the screws showing up here, have little rubber here, and this is it. Not great at all. Let's talk about the space. Like, you know, I have 183 centimeters, and check this out. I don't have space for my head here. I don't have, holy shit, grab handles. And this seat, it's adjustment for me, and this is it. I have maybe one finger if I like do a lot of effort, maybe 2 fingers, not a lot of space at all. We don't have a very big here, so I can cross here. This seat, it's all the way to the front, and this is the space. Okay, here I have a lot of space, but too bad for the guy in front, you know? That's what she said. Let's go on the front. That's way better than here. I'm feeling claustrophobic. Let's go. And we are finally here on the front seat of the Renault Kwid. And oh my God, it's bad. Everything is very simple, like you expect for the cheapest car in Brazil. It's not cheaper for us, but it's the most no expensive. There you go. We have a little infotainment system here with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. We have a reverse camera, no sensors, but we have a reverse camera. The door here is very simple. We don't have the switch here on the door. It's here on both sides. So if you need to open the 2 doors, you have to do this and sing search and destroy and do that. And that's it. Very simple, very nothing. We don't have the blind spot monitor here. We don't fold down electronic mirrors, but we have the blinkers there. I mean, I can't adjust my mirrors by here, but this is it. Turn on or off the stop and go system, the auto stop, and to adjust the height of my beams. We don't have automatic beams, we don't have automatic wipers, and we don't have electronic mirror here too. The steering wheel, I don't have any adjustments. Not the high, not the deep, nothing at all. But I can control my sound system from here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have the option to control my sound system. We have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, but just with the wire, no wireless. But come on, the adjustment of the steering wheel, it will be better, you know, especially because the seat's not that great, you know, just manual adjustment and not that comfortable. A lot of people use this car to do UberX here in Brazil, and I imagine they suffer a lot, because this is not a comfortable car at all. We have here the volume knob, which is great, you know. Normal AC, which is great too. Normal key fob, normal. It's normal, I mean, what you expected, you know. We have a USB-C here, USB normal here, an input system here, a little Renault Kwid here, 1 cup holder, just that. Just that for the entire car. One, I don't know, we're gonna put in there. The gauges here are normal, not that great, not that bad. Normal handbrake, and this is it. I don't have a place to put my cell phone. And this is it. I mean, I have a very large glove box. Check this out. That's the one cool thing that I can say about the front seat of this car. I mean, I don't have even a mirror here for me. No, my passenger has one, but no light, just this light. And this is it. Let's talk about the gauge cluster, which not that great too, you know. It looks like a toy for me, you know. Have the RPM here, the temperature, the fuel here, my speed here, and a little system here that shows me my range, my instantaneous consumption of fuel, the fuel consumption, how much fuel I expended, the tire pressure, which is great, you know, and trip A, trip B, and my range once again. I mean, everything is very simple, and this is it. At least I have a good head space here, and the seat belt here have an adjustment. Enough talking, let's take this on the highway to see what it's all about and do another 260, which will take forever. Oh, one thing that this infotainment system has is like a little score. You don't score until you score. Shows me how effective I'm driving, you know, how I'm flooring it, how I'm changing gear, and how I'm anticipate the time for, you know, to brake or changing gears. I mean, this is it, and gives me a little coaching here. The coaching is for me to use original oil from Renault. Let's go. So there we go, folks. We are finally driving the Kwid Outsider. How's it like to drive this car? Is it great? Is it fantastic? Of course not. But look at that, look at that. There's a big dent on the street, and it has some ground clearance, so it can handle, you know. It's a very poor quality car, you know, which really gets my nerve. It's like 20-something years ago, Renault used to have here in Brazil the Clio. And it was a fantastic entry-level car, you know. Look at that! How things get so poorly in 20 years, you know? How come? You know, you sit too high, you don't have any adjustment of the steering wheel or the seat. So this is it. This is it. It's a very, you know, like a soda can. You feel like you're driving a soda can. This is it. This is it. And the funny thing is, come on, let's talk about that. The funny thing is, this car, it's not cheap for us here in Brazil. If this car costs maybe half what it costs here in Brazil, all those problems would be forgivables. Forgivables, this word really exists. We could forgive all those bad things this car has, but it's an expensive car for us here in Brazil. It's unacceptable, you know, and too bad. I mean, if this car costs half what it costs, some of those things are okay, but it's not. It's a tiny car. You will be reminded constantly that's a very cheap made car, and this is it. At least it doesn't consume a lot of fuel, and this is it. And how about here on the highway? How is it like to drive? Well, I told you before that the old school cars 20 years ago, the cars used to be better, but the engine nowadays are better, give you more torque, more horsepower, and sooner, especially those 3 cylinders. They give you a torque way sooner than a 4-cylinder. It's not a fast car by any means, I mean, but it goes. Just as can you expect it, a car like this to go. Police ahead, if you wonder what the Waze was talking. And this is it. It goes eventually because it's a very lightweight car. This is something that's a high quality that this car has, but it's a very nimble car too, you know. If a truck passes too close to you, the car will shake a little bit. This is it. But it goes. I mean, you have to adjust what you expected for the car. Eventually, goes. this was the Renault Outsider, the cheapest car here in Brazil. Yeah, maybe it's cheap for you if you earn in dollar. For us here in Brazil, it's a very expensive car. And it's not just expensive, it's a very simple car and costs a lot. There are other cars that maybe, you know, to respect you more for your money. I wouldn't buy this car at all. Do you, in your country, for this price, would you buy this one?